Heading back from the Space Coast Triathlon where I raced the Sprint Duathlon this morning. I've been in the car for about an hour and a half, heading back to home with about a little over an hour left. It hit me about 30 minutes ago. I am extremely tired. I had a wake-up call about 2 a.m. and I was coming off of about 3 hours sleep. And choice I made to do that, to drive over across the state and race this morning in Cocoa Beach. And I had a great race. It was very windy. Knew I had some really big competition in this one. I had somebody in my age group, Team USA, that's a badass, Mark Whitmer, racing with me, great guy. Had somebody in the age group under me that's very fast. And then also the multi-time Brazilian national champion at 35 years old, Alvaro, racing. Great guy and family. So it was great to catch up with him and his family. And it was a great morning. I had some goals that I was setting out for this race. After doing Claremont 3 weeks ago, had a good race in Claremont, but that was my first race, and wanted to see progression from that. And that was coming off of 3 weeks earlier where I had just a terrible feel 10K race run where I just felt heavy. I was overweight, and in 6 weeks I've lost 9 pounds to today, and I felt it. I felt fit. My first run, 1 mile, was 4 seconds under my target pace and felt pretty good. It was really windy. We were right on the water, so it was getting blown around a little bit, but felt good. I had Mark right at my ass the whole way coming into transition, and then I had a really fast transition, got out on the bike. It was a long transition to get to the dismount line or mount line, to get on the bike. And then we had 6 miles out, 6 miles back. The 6 miles out was with a great tailwind. So flying 27 plus miles an hour going down, hitting some pretty good power. My goal was to have a pretty significant climb from what I did in Claremont 3 weeks ago, just with the training I'm doing and all that. So I had a stretch goal, so it felt really good going down. And then of course you do the U-turn, and then coming into it was 20 to 25 miles an hour sustained, and we're right on the water. It was pretty challenging coming back, but just embrace it, and just hammered the power down coming back. It was pretty much at 21 plus miles an hour coming back into that wind, so that felt pretty good. And I was watching my power the whole time. I was pretty satisfied with the power, and then seeing it after, pleased with my power. And then hopped off the bike and quickly jumped out on the run, going the other direction. So we were going into the wind for the first mile and a half of the 5K, and getting beat up a little bit. I mean, it was pretty significant. And then U-turn coming back, had the tailwind, and at that point legs were so blitzed from the first run, gutting it, and then just hammering the bike. So had a good pace. It wasn't great, it was good. Missed my target just off on the second run, but I hammered the bike so hard. I'll give myself a little bit of a break with that. And it was a good race. So Alvaro, he won. I had a second place overall, and then had a nice margin between third and fourth. So that felt good. And yeah, so I'd say like I was really happy with my first run. I worked for it, but it was a good split, so that was good. The bike, pleased with my progression, and I still have a long way to go before June 7th Nationals, but happy with where I am on the bike. Final run, got to get better. It was okay. And then overall, pleased with progression. Second race back in the season. I'm getting better. That's the plan. A few more races before June 7th. So keep charging away. I got better today, and that's the plan in the next couple months.